Scotty Brown, Malcolm McGuinness, and Mick Ashton. When the action begins, our referees, our judges at ringside are Chris Anderson, Ignatius Missilides, and Chris Anderson Jr. Proudly brought to you by Homework Plastering and Extreme 4x4. Ladies and gentlemen, 5'8" in around 66 kilogram weight division. And it is for the IKBF Kickboxing Australian title. When the action begins, our referee in charge of this contest is Mr. Darren Bauer. Introducing first to my left, fighting out the blue corner, trained by Paul Fifield from Fifield's Gym. Official weight, 65 kilograms, even. Standing 5 feet 9 inches tall. Fighting out of Chadstone. Tonight wearing the black shorts with a fight record of 15 wins, 15 fights for 10 wins, 2 draws, 7 by way of knockout. Introducing Mark the Machete Mullan! And his opponent to my right, fighting out of the red corner, trained by Ange Pecnicolo from Werribee Kickboxing. Official weight, 65.8 kilograms, standing 6 feet 1 inches tall. Tonight wearing white shorts with black trim. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a Victorian and Australian champion. 13 fights for 9 wins, 4 by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Simon Coutsouvelis. Fighters to centering, please, for final instructions.
Guys, this is for the Australian title. I want you to show me, everyone else here, why you deserve it. Okay? Good luck to both of you.
RJ's ready. Seconds out, round one.
Well, an Australian title on the line, boys. Who's your tip, Hammer?
I'd have to say Mullan, of course, is a very accomplished fighter, trained extensively in Holland also. With Paul Fifield in his corner, you know you're going to have a quality fighter stepping up. But Simon Coutsouvelis, we've seen him on a number of occasions, gentlemen, a multi-state title holder. And a real journeyman and a very underrated fighter.
And he's got the crowd behind him too from Hoppers Crossing.
He is. He's from Werribee Kickboxing with Ange Pecnicolo in his corner. Of course, Ange, a great fighter in his day also. Coutsouvelis, such an unorthodox, cagey and almost erratic paced fighter. It's going to be hard for Mullan to work out, but when Mullan finds the opening, you can bet he's going to bomb with a lot of power.
Too hard for me to pick a winner on paper. Absolutely mouth-watering contest, this one.
Yes, it's a great local matchup, this one, for sure. Coutsouvelis again using that long-rangey push kick. We've seen him use that to great effect against many opponents. Tries for the chopping low kick, hand combination over the top. Mullan's going to set up, look at that beautiful head kick from Mark Mullan. Looking for that overhand right. He's got bombs in those hands, Mullan. If he lands them cleanly, Coutsouvelis will take a count minimum. Oh, catch and counter. Of course, this one, under kickboxing rules, catching is not allowed. Takes out the supporting foot, Mullan. Coutsouvelis keeping the pressure on.
Yeah, very high work rate for Coutsouvelis here in the first round.
He's got the height and reach advantage though, doesn't he, Coutsouvelis?
Chopping low leg kick from Mullan. Coutsouvelis tries to keep him at bay at distance with that pushing, the lead push kick. Inside thigh, Mullan.
Let's not forget our sponsor for this fight, Extreme 4x4. We see Mark Mullan looking to put on the clinch. Mullan looking for
the clinch, knee, meet and greet. Of course, under kickboxing rules, not allowed. Well, it's getting a little bit extreme, gentlemen, with 4 rounds to go. And we thank our sponsor, Extreme 4x4.
Fantastic segue to our sponsor, Mark, to open up the second round. But how good does the Silver Fox Paul Fifield look?
Oh, he's pristine shape, always.
He looks like he could step in the single ring and do a few rounds without even raising a sweat.
I'll tell you what, he probably does. Coutsouvelis double right high round kick. Mullan needs to keep the guard up because Coutsouvelis has proved that he can wrap that shin around the neck quite easily.
This is such an equal contest, isn't it?
Oh, it's a real arm wrestle, this one, with both men throwing some heavy technique, and some great strategy.
Smooth operator, Mullan, isn't he? He's a massive smooth operator.
Again, chopping out the low kick, and Mullan will have done many hard rounds with Eric Diamondstein at Paul Fifield's gym, and of course, Eric Diamondstein, a very accomplished fighter, and probably someone with about the same size and reach advantage as Simon Coutsouvelis. Gets caught with a sticky jab there, does Mullan. He needs to rally back, chops inside, blocks, and counters with a right hand, Mullan.
Yeah, that sticky jab just seemed to spur Mullan on.
And Coutsouvelis just keeps the pressure on, and this is what we've seen of him so many times. He's just able to absorb a lot of punishment and keep coming. A very unassuming fighter, Simon Coutsouvelis, but one that always brings it when he fights.
That's why he's so underrated, isn't he, in this industry, I suppose.
Exactly. Again, Coutsouvelis jab, round kick, using the reach to full extension, push kick, keeping Mullan at bay.
That reach, it's a secret weapon, isn't it, in a lot of ways? Just that leg kick to keep him at bay.
Just uses the push kick beautifully, does Simon Coutsouvelis. Mullan needs to parry that push kick and then come over with a clubbing hand. Again, nice low kick from Mullan. Defends on the gloves. Coutsouvelis keeping the pressure up. On the inside they go.
In round 2.
Coutsouvelis not checking those low kicks at all of Mark Mullan.
Round 3.
Well, here we go, gentlemen. Round 3. Extreme 4x4, the sponsor, the major sponsor. Got to thank Ozturf, Waterless Lawn, Vault Nightclub, La Porchetta, Hoppers Crossing Kitchen, and a host of other great sponsors. Coutsouvelis now rallies forward. Again with the push kick, falls into range.
Such an intriguing contest at the moment, isn't it? Just, as I said before, it could go either way.
Mullan looking a little bit frustrated, I suppose, at the constant barrage of rangy technique that's been thrown by Simon Coutsouvelis. He's not able to find his groove, and this fight is not really going the way he would have thought it or hoped it would have gone.
Yeah, exactly.
Tries for the head kick.
Coutsouvelis not letting Mullan settle at all, and he has really used his height and his reach advantage to great effect so far. But Mullan, we know what he's capable of. We've seen him do it in the past.
Just chopping away at that leg kick. Again, he's going to look for that low leg kick, Mullan. Push kick from Simon Coutsouvelis. Mullan looking for the overhand right. And it is just frustrating Mullan. They fall into the clinch. Darren Bauer breaks them and keeps them honest. Mullan needs to be moving laterally, I think, a bit more. Simon Coutsouvelis with the push kick, whenever he comes in a linear movement, he's always going to get caught with that push kick like that.
Absolutely.
So Mullan needs to cut angles and come in on an angle. Nice head kick, Mullan, wrapped it right around the gloves of Coutsouvelis.
Good work by Mullan to get that kick up nice and high to Coutsouvelis.
Again, the push kick comes and he parried and countered nicely, Mullan. That's what he needs to do a lot more of.
He does.
Simon Coutsouvelis stalks forward, body kicking. And there it is, the scoop and counter from Mullan. Now he's onto that. He's actually picked up that, he can parry that push kick and then counter straight off it. And if he continues to do that, he'll be able to flow with his combinations a lot more, gentlemen.
Round 4.
Well, looks like it's going the distance, boys, but who knows from here on?
Again, Coutsouvelis with the pressure. He is the pressure cooker, Simon Coutsouvelis, just keeping it on the whole time. Not enabling Mullan to find his groove and get his rhythm right and his range. Again, right hand round kick Coutsouvelis. Disrupts the flow of Mullan. Mullan needs to be cutting angles, trying to get on the inside.
Coutsouvelis now alternating that front kick, both left and right legs.
Just keeping the push kick working. Again, Coutsouvelis stalks his way in again, keeping the pressure up.
It's really smart by Coutsouvelis, isn't it? Not letting Mullan get his fast attacking game plan up and running. He's just frustrating the hell out of him at the moment, isn't he?
Well, it certainly is, and Mullan looking in great shape. He's certainly well prepared and peaked for this fight. But at this point, he hasn't been able to showcase really the Mullan we've seen in his past fights. A very experienced fighter that's been around a long time, had some epic battles. Tonight, Simon Coutsouvelis is, I suppose, disrupting his flow a little. Again, the uppercut right hand from Coutsouvelis. They may not be knockout blows, but certainly they're frustrating and they're landing, which are going to score for him, Simon Coutsouvelis.
Gee, he's come of age, hasn't he, the last couple of years, Coutsouvelis? He really has. And he's showing it right here against a trademark superstar.
Coutsouvelis is a tradesman-like effort, just gets in, does the job. As we've stated many, many times before, very unassuming fighter. You have a look at him, you think you can walk through him, but he always has other thoughts, and is coming to fight absolutely every time he steps into the ring.
Big looping right hand there from Coutsouvelis. Taken flush on the chin by Mullan. Strong finish to round 4.
Well, we're going into the 5th and final round, and it's really there for the taking.
Fighters touch gloves. 5th and final round.
Okay, final round for the IKBF Australian title. Proudly brought to you by Extreme 4x4 at number 20 Vaughan Street in Hoppers Crossing.
So much up for grabs here. So much up for grabs. And Coutsouvelis, he's just got that high reach that's kept him in it all through this game.
Well, certainly his push kick has been his best weapon. Rapid by hand combination. Mullan really needs a knockdown in this round to build his confidence and certainly
And to take the points,
take it out of the judges' hands. Once again, Coutsouvelis upper hand. Mullan rallies back nicely, straight right, left hook Coutsouvelis.
He's making a statement, Coutsouvelis. Huge statement tonight.
Supremely fit and always working Simon Coutsouvelis. Never a fighter to be taken lightly in this weight division, 65 kilo weight division. Mullan up on the balls of his feet, trying to pull something out. Beautiful head kick, Mullan. Taking on the glove from Coutsouvelis. Coutsouvelis rallies back again, pressuring up Mullan on the ropes.
He seems to find something in front of his home crowd, Coutsouvelis. He loves it here. He just loves it.
Throwing a lot of leather here in the 5th and final round.
Coutsouvelis just keeping the pressure up the whole way, not giving Mullan any opportunity to land any big bombs. Up goes the high kick from Mullan. Coutsouvelis shuts the range down again, gets in close, climbing uppercut. Coutsouvelis again. Mullan rallies back with a looping punch. Coutsouvelis on the inside, pumping that right uppercut like there is no tomorrow. Inside thigh kick, Mullan.
They're both pretty spent now, aren't they?
Final moments of this one. Mullan overhand uppercut. Coutsouvelis rallies back to the left of his own. Big right uppercut. Clubbing right hand Coutsouvelis. Big right left round kick. Coutsouvelis pushing it all the way to the finish line. There it is.
A mammoth effort by Coutsouvelis.
A non-stop action affair from the very first bout. Simon Coutsouvelis, Mark Mullan. Mark Mullan wasn't able to find his rhythm.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecard. It is a split decision. Chris Anderson had it 50-45, red corner. Ignatius Miscellanies had it 48-47, blue corner. And Chris Anderson Jr. had it 49-46 for your winner and new Australian champion, red corner, Simon Coutsouvelis. Machete Mark Mullan, very, very close fight. Just asked your corner, had their heart in their mouth. Did you think you'd done enough to win the title tonight, or it could have gone either way?
At the start, I definitely thought it could have gone any way. I heard a lot about Mark, and tell the truth, I was a little bit worried. But it was a good fight. Thank God, and taught me everything, and I'm here.
Now I have to ask the question. You are probably, without a shadow of a doubt, the most underrated fighter, because a lot of people think, oh, Coutsouvelis just got the front kick and everything else. But your strength and conditioning got you through, and I think tonight you used your height to your advantage, and really your conditioning really came through in that 4th and 5th round.
Definitely. People saying I just got strength, I'm tall and I'm skinny, that's all I can have. And let everyone know, muscles don't mean everything.
Now, Moving forward, last question that I have.
Anyway.
Will you give the Machete, Mark Mullan, a rematch?
What if I can have anything to do with it?
All right, then, mate. Well, a couple of friends and family to thank, and then we'll wrap it up, go on to the main event.
Thank you, thank you. And Sam, honestly, you have done everything. You put this on me, you put every belt on me. Thank you so much. Dad, you come to every single one. I know you hate it, but here you are. Thank you to everyone, all the support from the gym. Even the people who go, hey, give it up for the skinny guy. Thank you.
Good year, KBU Australian champion, Simon Coutsouvelis.
That's kickboxing, mate.
Quick one there, Mark Mullan. Mark, you've been fighting obviously in Holland, been going overseas the last couple of years, trained by one of the very best. Paul Firefield, take us through what happened tonight.
It's kickboxing. That's how I score it, mate.
Yes, down and too tired, upper arms. But just major thing, I just want to say thanks to all my mates. They came to support me, coming from the other side of the city. You know, sorry guys, it couldn't bring the win back home, but thanks anyway for coming to support me. It means a lot, you know. Always thank my trainer Paul. I love him, and thanks everyone for coming to the show. James, for having me on the show. Well done again, Simon. Good work, mate. And thanks very much. Everyone have a great night. Thank you.
Mark Mullan.